Hi, I'm Karen Singer. I am telling this story for an organization I really love called Women in Transition. And I actually won the first Story Slam telling a story about women in transition quite a while ago. But I really loved this theme of no judgment, and it inspired me to come back. And I have two associations with the words no judgment, which I really like. And the first of them is Women in Transition, which is an organization that's been around since 1971, and it helps people who are dealing with domestic violence and secondarily substance abuse. But I am a survivor of domestic violence, and I went through Women in Transition's program. And I'm now on the board, and I've been on the board about 12 years. I really love this organization. And a lot of why I love it has to do with no judgment, which I think could be a mantra for them. Because when you're dealing with domestic violence, people who aren't connected to it say, well, why doesn't she just leave? And the thing is that what you're dealing with is a time when you don't know what's up and what's down. You have trusted somebody that you love's judgment and beliefs to where you don't know what you think, because what you're constantly thinking about is what the other person thinks, and it dominates your thinking. And what was so great about Women in Transition is they didn't tell me what I was supposed to do. I mean, oh, you should do that. As my husband says, don't should on me. I really love that. Shoulds don't really help, but people listening to you and helping you find your own voice and figuring out for yourself what you need to do, what you feel, that was transformational for me. When I graduated from Women in Transition's program, I had my parents come out from Wisconsin. It's the most important graduation of my life. Much more important than college, graduate school. It makes dealing with cancer look like a walk in the park, what I went through with that whole experience. So that's one association with no judgment. And my other association with it has to do with my studio. I'm an artist. I make ceramic tile murals. I do a lot of work for nonprofits. But I also teach in my studio. And I really love working with people who are sure, totally positive that they can't make art. So I'm wondering, how many of you are convinced that you're really terrible at making art? Have anybody like that?
I can only draw stick men.
Yeah. So I believe that people who feel that way, that it has to do with somebody judging you when you were a kid. And they didn't even have to say anything. They just had to look at something funny. And you get this sense, oh, I'm bad at this. I'm not going to try. And I can relate to that because I was a last picked in gym kid. I was the one, when they would do those Red Rover, let so-and-so come over, they would send me back and forth because I could never break through the line. So I know what it's like to be sure you're bad at something. And what helped me get over that were people that just were sure I could do whatever it was that they were working with me on. It's like suspended judgment. So I want to put this sign up over my studio door, no judgment zone. I really love having people come in and start making stuff and letting go of that sense that someone's judging them or they're judging themselves, and just get into that flow that can happen when you're just enjoying what you're doing. So that's it. Thank you.